So we said, why not capture, the entire curriculum into a digital format, so that if I am a learner and if I were to have all the learning that is ever imparted in the entire medical education process captured with say 750 of India's best teachers. So if I have the undergraduate medical curriculum, I can have my foundation courses, I can have my preclinical courses, I can have my paraclinical courses and all my clinics. So in case I go to say anatomy, I go to gross anatomy of the head and neck, and I go to the bones, and if I go to the skull bone, and if I go to the inside of the skull bone and I want to take a lesson. Now under that I can go to any part of the lesson. So if I go to say the petrous part of the temporal bone, what does the software do? Well, the software actually authenticates who I am, what level of knowledge I require, and then it pulls up it takes me into a class. Now this could have been a class out of All India Institute or JIPMER or Usmania Medical College, but here the teacher comes up and starts teaching me what I want.
The temporal bone forms the posterior wall of the middle cranial fossa. Remember, this part was deliberately left out in the earlier.
So I can enlarge, I can view what the teacher is referring to. If I am a slow learner, I can go back, rewind, listen to something again and again. I can be adding my notes, putting my bookmarks, I can be doing assessments. So when I say I want to add my notes, I can add my notes, save my notes, share my notes. This is something that I need to come back just before exam, so I can actually put bookmarks. I can take assessments in the form of multiple choice questions, short questions. I can communicate with my teacher who is available to me on a store and forward mode, so I can ask questions, I can send feedbacks, I can do searches of the latest literature on say an article related to this online. And if I were to similarly have searched for the entire curriculum, so if I say I want to learn about the pyramidal tract, I would have gotten lessons to do with that. I can see what it covers, and if now I want to say go into the course of the pyramidal tract, so what we have done is we have taken the human body and digitized it completely in 3 dimensions. So if a particular concept I have to learn and the teacher has to teach me using animation, I have all the animations related to all the structures, the function, the dysfunction, the methodologies and the processes of treatment, for example. Now, if in this manner I am able to go through and learn topic by topic each one of the lessons, say if I am allowed to interactively explore say the human body, maybe go into and dissect it out myself and learn in a very structured manner, then the learning process would be shifted to the learner. So I can learn anything that I want anytime that I want, and understand it in a much better way. You can go into various continuing medical education seminars as well. So once you are a doctor, you can go visit the continuing, so I want to learn about an approach to a case of fever, or I want to learn about evaluation and management of arthritis, or the approach to a case of jaundice, or I want to actually go into say immortalizing teachers. So I go into a PG series and I say in radiology, and I can go and learn about say film interpretation sessions, or I can get into any different area. Now here, say emergencies in rural areas.
For this session, we have taken the subject of emergencies in rural areas. The importance of the subject is 70 to 75% of the population live in rural areas.
Now I can go and look at various cases which are there. So I can go and go into examples.
This 58-year-old,
so I can go look at the X-ray.
Comes with fever. Nearby community center, area hospital, he goes.
Now this teacher had 10,000 X-rays of the most interesting cases that he saw in his life. We have captured all of them and made him available to the rest. So what happens is, if I say I want tuberculosis of the spine, or if I want Paget disease, he will come and teach me those particular topics. Similarly, I could have gone and searched for a particular topic across the thing. So if I say I want breastfeeding, and under breastfeeding, I'm interested in say breastfeeding in special situations, and I want, what about mothers with typhoid? Can they breastfeed? Well, I have a teacher who comes up and teaches me whether it is safe or not. So in this way, every lesson that has ever been taught in the medical school is captured. Now, what if I'm planning to teach people from in different languages? So is that possible in that case? Yes, because say this is for all healthcare providers. I want to learn about recording of vital statistics in say Tamil. So if I click, there is a Tamil teacher who comes and teaches me in Tamil.
வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஒரு முக்கியமான பாடம்
If you see, I can actually go lesson by lesson.
நான் கேட்கிறேன்.
This is what I'm learning in this particular lesson. I can go and I could have asked for the same lesson in say Telugu. And yet another teacher comes and he now starts teaching me the same lesson in Telugu.
వ్యవస్థలోనే కీలకమైన చిహ్నములు ఏమిటంటే ఒకటి బీపీ, పల్స్, టెంపరేచర్, రెస్పిరేటరీ. ఈ 4 విషయములు కనుక మనం చూసినట్టయితే మనకు అర్థమయ్యేటట్టుగా మాట్లాడాలంటే
And now in the same process, I can actually learn many more things. I can be going interactively and learning about say the Krebs cycle. So here is my lesson. I would have gone through the lecture, then I have come. Now I'm interacting with my lesson. So I can go more into detail, or I could have gone next and done this thing to see if I remember what I have learned. So I can actually go and submit and know how many mistakes I've made, go back and revise what all I have to learn, or maybe interactively dissect the human body. So I can go to any layer. So all information is available to me as layers. I can learn about the relationships. If I click on the spleen, maybe I can go and learn about the anatomy of the spleen, the relations of the spleen, the blood supply to the spleen. Anything can be learned in a very visual format. What if I am learning how to auscultate, how to listen sounds from the chest, and if I want to know, these are the places where a doctor keeps a stethoscope, these are the bony markings under it, this is the lung markings, which means when I'm auscultating here, I'm listening to sounds in the lower part of the upper lobe or the upper part of the middle lobe. And if I am seeing this from the front, from the back, from the sides, so if we go here and start auscultating here, this is the normal sounds that we are hearing. We call it vesicular breathing. In case you go and auscultate a severe case of asthma, then you can hear the wheeze. Now all these are getting developed as a curricular mode. Now it not only covers the teaching, learning, but it also covers a complete evaluation process. So if I were to be logging in as a very unique learner and then I get access to my particular courses, I can actually go to answering questions at any time. So that can be in a learning mode or it can be in a testing mode. So teachers can give me exams and I can actually do the exams, or I can be learning the questions to find out how well I have actually learnt a particular topic. Now if I go, I can go into subjects. So all the subjects that I am supposed to learn come up here. I can go and into say biochemistry, I can go into a topic or take random wise, weightage wise, book wise, exam wise. If I take a question, then the question comes up for me and I can go and answer the question, check my answer. I'll know what was right, what was it I answered. I can go into and view the explanatory answer to this particular topic. It shows what was the question, from which book, which page number, and what is the explanation.